Hey guys, Michael here, and I'm back to talk bricks. Today we're talking This Week in Bonus LEGO News, where every Saturday I bring you the LEGO stories you need to know. It's a huge week with set details coming from Ninjago, Lightyear, Thor, Wakanda Forever, and more. The Marvel Mechs and VIP coins are back. 36 projects make the latest LEGO Ideas review. Changes to Pika and the end of Digital Designer. Is LEGO Overwatch cancelled? And could we be getting sets from Indiana Jones or Avatar? This video is brought to you by my LEGO Masters podcast, TalkBricks Masters. This week I talked to Season 2 contestants Tim and Zach to break down their time on the show. And you can listen to this episode on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or more using the links in the description below. And I'll kick off another round of the weekly giveaway. Just subscribe and leave a comment about this week's news. And of course, I'm back with LEGO deals from Amazon and across the web, so if you want to pick anything up to support the channel, there's links in the description below. First up, LEGO released Chinese New Year sets, but if you buy the pair over at Zavvi, you can save 15%. Next, over at Amazon, LEGO Star Wars Darth Vader helmet and Imperial shuttle sets are 20% off. Plus, you can get LEGO Creator Monster Burger Truck or Avengers Truck Takedown for 20% off too. The Avengers Iron Man Hulkbuster vs. AIM Agent and Ninjago J Cyber Dragon sets are 18% off. And the LEGO Brickhead's Frankenstein is 27% off. Plus, over LEGO, you can get this free Year of the Tiger set with purchases over $85 and a free Monkey Kid Polybag with your Ninjago or Monkey Kid purchases over $40. Plus, some of the January sets are back in stock or available for backorder. And some of the sets that are retiring soon are also back in stock. So if you want to pick up these deals and more and support the channel, there's links in the description below. Next up, a ton of 2022 set details were revealed by the foreign retailer TalkBricks. And Stonewose was reporting that some of the sets that were labeled codename Coconut might mean that it's the return of Indiana Jones. LEGO is known to use code names like Banana for Minions, and Leaf was the code name for LEGO Super Mario. And they think Coconut is the code word for Indiana Jones, as there was an element of the LEGO Indiana Jones 2 video game where you had to collect 4 coconuts. But regardless of the naming, the LEGO Indiana Jones line has been rumored to return for a while, especially as there's another Indiana Jones movie in production set to release July 2023. But as these sets are set to come out in October 2022, they may be doing what they did with the last Indiana Jones movie, where sets based off the original 3 films were released before another wave based on the 4th film. It's been quite a while since we got LEGO Indiana Jones, and as a huge fan of the original line, I would love to see it return. And I, like many others, also hope we can get some nice remakes of some of the older scenes from the first 4 films. So as always, we'll have to wait and see if the coconut theme really is for Indiana Jones, as another prominent rumor is that it could be sets from the Avatar movie that's coming out too, which I also think would be a pretty unique choice for LEGO sets. Next, for Marvel, we also got set details for Thor Love and Thunder and Black Panther Wakanda Forever. As we've discussed, the Thor Love and Thunder sets were teased in the catalog and should be launching in March, though the foreign retailers reporting that they could come out in May closer to the film's release. Just like the sets for Thor Ragnarok, we're going to be getting 2 sets in the line, and one will retail for $20 and the other $50. While the prices are a bit lower than the Thor Ragnarok line, I'm hoping the sets are still substantial and give us all the characters we know are coming. Next up, for Black Panther Wakanda Forever, the sets will be coming out in October. While for the last movie we got 2 LEGO sets, this time there's going to be 4 sets in the wave. The first 3 sets will retail for $30, $50, and $80, which means they're going very big for Black Panther 2. And there's even going to be one 4+ set that will be for $10. With so much coming out for the new movie, it makes me even more excited for the film, because there's going to be some large sets, which means there's some big vehicles or scenes they definitely want to recreate. Next up, for Ninjago, we got details for the Season 15 sets, and they're all about dragons, and they're all about gold. And just like in the Ninjago movie, each of the ninja have their own vehicles, with Jay's Golden Dragon motorbike, Cole's Golden Dragon cruiser, Zane's Golden Dragon jet, Kai's Golden Dragon raider, and Lloyd's Golden Dragon. And all of the sets range from $20 to $140, so there's definitely some massive amazing sets on the way. Plus, there's going to be an all-new Samurai X mech for $120, which should be super impressive. The villain this season seems to be the Crystal King, which sounds super interesting, and I can't wait to see the large-scale sets that will include him. Next up, from the new movie Lightyear, there's going to be 3 sets coming at the end of April. The sets are likely to retail for $10, $30, and $50, which leaves a lot of great openings for some awesome sets from the film. And while the last time we saw buzz was in 4+ sets for the Toy Story 4 line, the new Lightyear sets are not 4+ sets. As a huge fan of the movies and the original line of sets, I can't wait to see them back for another line for a slightly older demographic and to see all the amazing sets for the new film. And speaking of Disney, LEGO's going to be back this year with 3 new sets from the 4+ line, Mickey and Friends. And while these sets certainly aren't for everyone, they've brought some really fun minifigures, so I can't wait to see the new lineup. Next up, in a previous video, we talked about the upcoming release of the LEGO Overwatch 2 Titan coming in February. But we got word this week that the release would be delayed as they review their partnership with the game's developer, Activision Blizzard. In a statement, LEGO said they're reviewing the partnership given concerns around the progress being made to address continuing allegations regarding workplace culture, especially the treatment of female colleagues, and creating diverse and inclusive environment. And while this impact on the set's release may sadden fans, I'm personally glad to see LEGO do it and honor their core values. And speaking of set releases, we finally have news on the Marvel Mechs. Originally slated to release on January 1st, they were pulled from LEGO's website, but now they're finally back on the website with an April 1st release date. It was said the sets were pulled down due to a stability issue, and many had cited the change in the hip connections from the older models as the main culprit. It's unclear how they address this, as the photos look exactly the same, and the only notable change to the listing is that there's now one more piece included. But whatever that means, I'm just super excited that we'll be getting these sets and those amazing minifigures that come with them. Next up in LEGO Ideas news, there were 36 projects to make the third 2021 LEGO review. For the reviews over the last couple of years, they've been getting massive, and 36 projects is nothing to slouch about. Plus, there's so many unique artistic projects and projects based off your favorite IPs like Zelda and Avatar: The Last Airbender. And there's even some projects here looking to get a second chance. It's just amazing to see what people can do, and the only sad thing is that not all of these will be chosen. And my only hope is that they'll at least pick more than one project from this round, because there's so many good ones. While the results of this round won't be coming until summer 2022, the results of the previous round will be coming sooner here in early 2022. And as always, we'll have to wait and see. And there's already 2 projects for the new round that hit 10,000 supporters. So let's break them both down. The first one is the Forestman's Secret Inn, which aims to bring back the classic castle faction, Forestmen. The build for this set is of an inn built around a sacred tree, and there's lots of great exterior detail that really makes this one come to life. But of course, it opens up to reveal a detailed interior inside as well. These castle builds seem to be very popular for LEGO Ideas, and I like the size of this one, and I hope it makes it. Next up, we've got the legendary Concorde. The build, of course, recreates the iconic aircraft, the Concorde, and I really appreciate how they were able to get a really uniquely shaped build with those delta-shaped wings. And the angles for the nose and rear of the plane are really interesting. It's been a long time since we've got a plane replica set, so I'm very curious to see how this one will do in the review. But as always, we'll have to wait and see. Next up in VIP news, the VIP coins sold out very quickly when they originally released, and LEGO promised they'd be back in stock sometime soon. And they lived up to their promise, as this week all 5 coins in the case were available again on LEGO VIP. Personally, I was finally able to pick up the last coin I missed, but all the coins are still available, so be sure to check them out if you haven't. Next up, LEGO's making some updates to its Pick-a-Brick program by combining the program known as Pick-a-Brick with the one known as Bricks and Pieces, which typically included far more parts than the Pick-a-Brick service. For instance, while the coolest animal part on Pick-a-Brick was the spider web, Bricks and Pieces has even cooler animals like the new sheep that was released for only $1.88. When I checked, Pick-a-Brick has 30 different 1x2 bricks, but Bricks and Pieces index is 54 with even more than 35 available. This will also help some of the pricing discrepancies, as sometimes Bricks and Pieces is the cheaper option, while other times Pick-a-Brick has the brick for an even cheaper price. I'm very curious to see how this unified platform will work, as they're even teasing that there could be exclusive build-of minifigure parts available. And as someone who probably buys too many pieces off of Bricks and Pieces, I hope they don't lose the wide catalog. Another change LEGO announced this week is that they will no longer be supporting their LEGO Digital Designer software. For those unfamiliar, the software allowed you to design digitally using a digital catalog of bricks, and it was even used in many projects such as the LEGO video games. Instead, LEGO will be moving forward putting resources behind Bricklink's Studio program, which was part of their acquisition of the company. The Studio software is a little less simple, but it's very robust, and it gives you so many different options to build as well as render your pieces into beautiful instructions and photos. In fact, many of the LEGO Ideas projects that we talk about each week were actually built and designed in Bricklink Studio. While this news certainly saddens many, I think this will be an ultimately good move for the future, and there will be a podcast episode of the Bricks and Bits podcast breaking down the impact of LDD on LEGO. So there you have it, folks. That was this week in bonus LEGO news. And if you thought 2021 sets were exceptional, it looks like 2022 is shaping up to be a pretty epic year. Whether we get sets based off of Indiana Jones or Avatar, I'm pretty excited to see what the Coconuts rumor turns out to be. And as a huge fan of all these properties, I'm all over the sets for Thor: Love and Thunder, Wakanda Forever, Lightyear, and the Mickey Mouse line. Plus, we'll have to stay tuned to see what happened to the Marvel Mechs, which LEGO Ideas project gets chosen, and what's to become of the LEGO Overwatch 2 set. Be sure to leave this video a thumbs up down below, as it really helps the channel, and don't forget to subscribe, because I'll be back next Saturday with even more LEGO news. And let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What did you think about all the stories? And which one are you most excited about? And now we've got this week's giveaway winner. Congratulations! And be sure to email me from the About page on my channel so we can coordinate about the prize. And if you want to enter this week's round, just leave me a comment about this week's news. You must be a subscriber to win. And definitely turn on notifications to find out when my next video is posted, because I'll be announcing the winners at the end of some of the videos. That's all the time we've got for today. Thanks, and have a good one! Hey guys, Michael here. Click here to watch last week's video featuring Sesame Street, Gremlins, DC, Stranger Things, and so much more. And don't forget to subscribe.